get stream chat going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
No, actually,
I'm wondering if I'm best to do it on my phone or like split my screen.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's got their own methods.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it on my phone. That's what I do when I stream, and it's not that bad. I guess I get a bit more delay, but
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're live.
all right.
Yeah, so now we just gotta wait a little bit. Hello, everybody, all you early worms, of whom, let's see who there is this week. Noun Verber and Spammer Noob. Y'all are the early worms.
Hello. I can't even see it yet.
Well, you can't see it.
No, on my phone.
Oh, on your phone. Well, I can, so. Good enough. And alright. Let's not waste too much time. People will be coming in. We've got 3 matches to cast today, so. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
hello, welcome everyone to the 4th week of the Meltdown League 2. So, for our first match today, we've got Stoic Rooster versus the Mighty Balloon. Stoic Rooster being a bit of a newcomer, Mighty Balloon top 16 to last MDL. So yeah, I've actually got the game all set up, no need for coin flips.
There we are.
Stream dead? Are you sure, Spammer? Stream does not appear to be dead for me, so I think...
It doesn't appear to be dead for me either.
So, whatever, I'm not gonna listen to Spammer Noob. What did they get? 4th place? But alrighty, let's just, let's get going, shall we?
Alright. Nice and Starhorn versus Kalios. Yeah, Stoic Rooster told me he was going to be playing Kalios. So I think he's playing Onyx Jaguar. And then Mighty Balloon is playing his... Oh, no, he's playing A8 Furnace. Damn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I will admit, I have lost more games than I like to Hate Furnace recently. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I lost as...
Also, I think you have sound on for this.
Yeah, sorry. I just turned it off.
Alright, cool.
Professional move. Yeah, I lost to it with Ox the other day, and I was like super pissed off. It was like not okay.
Also, interesting, Balloon choosing to Primal Ballast the Mana Forger instead of Greater Fording it.
Yeah, I find that interesting too. Like, he didn't need to take the tile there, did he?
I don't believe so. I guess they were just trying to take it away from...
Yeah, but Stoic Rooster is not, like, threatening directly.
Yeah, no, I don't know exactly how I feel about it, and now Panda gets to eat the Mana Forger. There wasn't that much board development. Balloon, like, takes a big hit, but they don't lose everything. They could just, like, develop their own board.
They are ballasting the... Will it die? Yeah, okay,
Yep.
It died. Nice, interesting.
Yeah, no, that's actually quite clean.
Yeah, because it gets dispelled before it gets buffed, of course, so...
Yep.
Although, that must not have counted for the trial, right?
Yeah, because it... Oh, actually, no, it...
No, it didn't count.
Okay, so it doesn't count...
Ballast.
Is it your friendly? Yeah,
should count.
your action bar. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
It should.
It's any minion. It doesn't matter because it never got the buff.
Yeah. No, I assumed it would, like, get the buff and then die or something. Oh, no, because then it wouldn't die. Interesting.
Yeah, hello, Atheist Mentis, and no, you can buff the other minions. Like, Thumping Wave is a good way to do it, just removing something, and it also progresses your trial.
Yeah.
It's just kind of slow. The super defensive Vindicator. Balloons just he just wants to get this tectonic spikes off.
Yeah, no, they just want to...
Doesn't really care about the Kazori. It's just like, okay, well, you can draw now or you can draw later.
Does the interaction with spikes... No, because it's still just one spell, even though it buffs it.
Yeah, it's just one
times.
spell, yeah. Yeah, are there, like, self-damaging spells to the general for Rancor? Does that even work?
Well, there's, like, Tectonic Spikes is a self-damaging spell.
Okay, so with Tectonic Spikes with just Rancor progress the trial? Do you know?
I don't know. All of these...
I see Hate Furnace so little, but...
Yeah. But going into the game, I'm not... Does Stoic Rooster have a kill here on the...
No, definitely not. Well, unless he NDS's his Bakazori, then again, no. He's still missing 2 damage.
Yeah, no, they were just, I guess, getting damage into face as much as possible.
Yeah. Hello, Project 2L. The Venegator is a huge issue for Stoic Rooster. Well, I agree. Any big minion that grows even more against Songhai.
Sort of a big problem. Yeah, except that it's far away. That being said, Balloon is kind of trying to like block themselves in to preserve their life total as much as possible. Use this Pterodon as sort of a mobile base. Seeing as it's another big, hard-to-kill minion. Although, Stoic can get down the Onyx Jaguar here if they want. It looks like...
What's the trial progression at? Like 5 at this point?
Their trial progression is at 4.
4, alright.
So, you know, it's coming along.
Yeah, I mean, Balloon definitely has board advantage, even though it's far away, it's still there. Like, it's Magmar, he can't use it right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, I guess. Onyx Jaguar is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
might be a way to come back.
It might be, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Alright, juxtaposition isn't bad. Unfortunately, they're still gonna need to take 4 in order to remove this Pterodon, which doesn't feel very good when you're at 13 and facing down probably a pretty quick Hate Furnace, as it would seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stoic really needs to find a... I don't know, I guess Eternity Painter is the big one. Alright, that's one.
Eternity Painter even help, though?
Not really against Hate Furnace, but against these 2 Vindicators that are trying to wall Balloon in.
Sure, but Balloon will still be walled by 0-2s. I mean, for sure, then Flame Wraith can deal with them. But
yeah, no. What I'm saying is if you're going to win this game, you probably need to find a way around the 13-15 and the 21-19 that will continue to grow.
Probably.
But alright, double Onyx Jaguar against double Vindicator plus completed Hate Furnace trial. And
imagine if Balloon...
Oh, wait, is the game just over? Yeah, no, never mind.
Jux?
They're just gonna kill them. Never mind. You don't need to find anything if you just kill people. Yeah, double Onyx Jaguar lethals. Alright. That was pretty clean, Alright, so that's game 1 to Stoic Rooster. With Hate Furnace taking up the age-old tradition of dying the turn you complete the trial. Alrighty, so going in here.
Yeah, there's not much that deck can do versus Onyx Jaguar, I think. Like, how do you remove that?
Well, you can remove it with Primal Ballast, technically.
I guess.
You only have so many of those. We are just about ready to start once Balloon is finished mulliganing. Alrighty. Let's get into game 2.
Like, Balloon's deck seems to try to be pretty fast and win without the trial with Dire Tide and Primal Ballast and Vindicator Spikes, right?
Yeah. Well, you say pretty fast, but then there's like an EMP.
So. Well, that probably was sideboarded in, right?
Probably, but does that mean you think that they're trying to go slower against the Onyx Jaguar deck?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess EMP is just good against like Onyx Jaguar, you know, because it just removes all of the buffs, no matter what, no matter when they came down, before or after, whatever.
Yeah, that's a defensive Pterodon. Wow.
Well, I think they're trying to just like minimize the damage that the Tar can do if Stoic has any like movement effects.
Sure.
Which Stoic actually doesn't. Well, no, they have a Mist Dragon Seal, so they have one. But, you know, it's not a handful of them. Alright, they've decided to not care about the...
Which I think I prefer.
Yeah.
Because the Pterodon won't do anything back there.
No, that's true.
Like, the disappointing thing now is he gave him the big frenzy. It's not just 2 dudes, it's like all 3.
Yeah, although they also did manage to give Mana Forger some extra attack, so you can at least kill the Tar with your face. Well, not with Mist Dragon Seal, I guess. Although they wouldn't actually be able to kill 3 or attack all 3 if it had been a Juxt without an additional minion as well, so...
Yeah.
Wasn't just playing in that, and you know, Pterodon can just kill this Tar even with its buff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Dire Tide even more easily.
Dire Tide. Alright, so that's 4.
That's a big boy, they say.
And you don't BBS here, I think, just for Vindicator to...
Yeah, because you got the Grow, so you can play something else. Still be able to do something. Oh, man.
I think if you want to win, you want to complete trial faster than last game.
Yeah.
Which obviously depends on...
Oh! Okay, Deathstrike Seal is a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I wonder if you just, like, attack the Grow and then walk forward and play the Scroll Bandit, like, behind Balloon.
Sure. Or you just... Yeah.
Just, like, prevents them from trying to get away from the backstab on the Bandit. Means you don't have to use your BBS.
You could think that there's a good chance that Balloon would be running something like Blood Deer, but...
Yeah, but if you corner them...
But at the same time, yeah, you corner them, so they can only backstab themselves.
Yeah, and if it draws a card and they kill it, then that's not that bad. It also gets the bonus damage. And Josh being proved wrong as a make big minion win game is not actually the... what happened as make big minion have it get Deathstrike Steel appears to actually be the outcome right now, and yeah, there's the Scroll Bandit corner.
Yeah.
And this is looking pretty rough, as Balloon doesn't actually have a way to get rid of this Deathstrike Seal Panda.
Nor the Scroll Bandit.
It's true. Really, this is just a bit of a difficult spot, especially if Stoic can afford to keep the Panda alive.
Yeah.
How close is Balloon to Trial? Not that. Well, Trial's relevant.
6, right?
Yeah, no, they're actually pretty close to just being able to like.
Yeah, and they're still on 19 life, so even though they're taking like 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you know.
Stoic's not going face necessarily. I mean, Onyx Jaguar is going to hurt for sure.
Do you think they're gonna do Onyx Jaguar and not Flame Wreath?
Right. I would just sacrifice the Pando and Well, actually, you don't sacrifice the Pando with Jaguar.
Yeah, you can just go face. And they stole a Greater Fortitude too. That's even more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
It's quite rough.
Yeah, because now they can't even remove the Panda. Okay, this is just brutal now.
I was wondering if he was going to blink rather than Fort, but I guess Fort is like just pushing more damage immediately.
Yeah. So I believe.
Yeah, there's like nothing to do here. It's not like Hate Furnace.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're just dead next turn is the issue. Like, Hate Furnace would be good if you could play it this turn. But they cannot, so.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I wonder what the game would have been like if they had like a Primal Ballast and could have just Primal Ballast onto the Onyx Jaguar and then Hate Furnace killed those two and like run away. And then we get to see a game play out a little bit longer. But yeah, no. All right, so quick set. I think we'll actually have room for a bonus game.
All right.
At the end of this, so I'm just putting that into our log. All right, so moving on. After that pretty brutal Kalios stomp.
No, Baronian. Yeah, Pando DSS. Stoic Rooster made the nice tech of DSS against the big minions from Magmar.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we got Roronoark versus Lenoir.
Alright, so 2 new players to MDL.
Yep. And one of whom is basically the only person to be sticking to Wanderer Rag.
Right? That's Lenoir, I think,
yeah,
right?
Lenoir has been the...
He's been doing really well, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, they've definitely been doing pretty well. I've been bad about keeping the stats actually up to date. I've got to do better about that, but...
Yeah, I think I checked, and I think they were like 8-1 before this week.
Yeah, no, I know that they've been doing well. So, deck isn't dead, which I don't think really surprises anyone. But, you know, I think people are just liking to feel sort of like they don't have to be shoehorned into playing it. You know, there's other decks that are at a similar level now. Yeah. Head into game 1.
How are you working this late? Well, he can't hear me, so I guess there's no point in me asking.
Alright. So, yep. Let's get into game.
Alright, so player 1's Celebrant is pretty good, and against Strategos. Interesting.
Yep. Strategos with Sarlacc.
Yeah.
Has been like a thing, you know, it's not unheard of. Lenoir actually has a really nice setup, yeah, just going Primus Shieldmaster here. I actually don't think I would have attacked the Sarlacc.
No, because there's no need.
Yeah, because now they can take that tile. And there are so many tiles on the ground that it, being able to just lock the Sarlacc down and secure both of the mana tiles by provoking with the Primus Shieldmaster, I think was just like a much stronger play than you could just play Wanderer next turn, get Wanderer down before they're Ajax.
Not only that, but they took 2 gambles. Sure, 2 damage doesn't really matter, but they gave 2 trial progressions to Rornark, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, it's like, and the Sarlacc ended up in like a great position, so that's kind of terrible.
So now Rornark can choose to either go like Auroran plus Zix.
Yeah, you probably just drop something on tiles so you can use your Sarlacc, right?
The other option is you just Holy Immolation the Sarlacc and block them off from the mana tile.
Do you block them off or do you clear? Because you can clear also, which is really not bad. You Holy Immo, you walk 2 down with Sarlacc Punch. That's all.
Actually, yeah, because that stops them from getting 6 mana as well. I think I like that better.
Yeah, I think that was my play because.
Oh, the tar doesn't actually like do all that. Like you can play around the tar. That's the other option. You can always Holy Immolation it a little bit later, and you can Holy Immolation it off of a BBS next turn, and get even more procs. So I don't actually hate this.
They also got a great Zix spawn, not playing into Frenzy. Well, not playing into Direct Frenzy, which for Magmar is enough.
Yeah, I mean they're
like unless there's like Repulsor Beast.
Yeah, there was one bad spawn there if the Zix spawned directly below, but the other 3 were like pseudo safe,
Yeah, I guess.
Now Lenoir has to decide what to do here.
Well, you can definitely conserve the mana tile and just Shieldmaster, like corner provoke the
general.
The brawl. Yep.
Yeah, no, I like that. Especially because your Tar is still alive.
Yep.
Yeah, I like moving just 1 up. Don't attack the Sarlacc. You don't care about it. It's going to deal 1 damage.
No, don't let it steal your tile either.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because, this is a fine place.
And you can back up Celebrant, like, once. Just so it doesn't get provoked. There we go.
They did attack the Sarlacc.
Oh, wow. I don't know why they're...
Yeah, I don't know where they're trying to get it to spawn. Like, where would Sarlacc not do something next turn?
It's like, sure, if it spawns in the corner, like, below, behind the...
Behind the Aurora?
Yes, Aurora, sorry. Sure, like, then it doesn't attack anything else, but... What did it save? There's nothing at 1 HP, and you just gave trial progression and like a bonus.
Took a damage on your Tar.
Took a damage on Tar. It's like.
I don't believe I agree with that play. And Chad is asking if Tar gets buffed by Homeostatic Rebuke. I actually don't remember.
No, by Rebuke.
I think it doesn't. It sounds
Probably,
like it should, but
not by Paragon because they are not the same.
Yeah.
Although,
I think what it does is that Rebuke does buff it. It either does buff it and it doesn't frenzy, or it does.
No, it surely frenzies. I think it doesn't buff.
Okay.
Because
it doesn't buff, but it does frenzy. That was it. I knew there was like some weird interaction with it where it looks like it should buff and frenzy, but it doesn't do one. Yeah, it attacks itself, but it doesn't count that as an enemy, or it doesn't count enemies attacking in that way.
This is rough though, because you can't clear the. Okay, he's rebuking.
I don't like. Well, if you're gonna rebuke, then attack the general. Looks like they want to clear it with the maw.
Alright. I mean, they can go Purgatos as well, but they can't.
I don't like this because all Rornark wants to do on the 6-mana turn is back up and play a Jack's True Sight in a pretty safe place, and that's exactly what they're going to be able to do.
Yeah, and Strategos should have the edge over Wanderer long term,
Yeah, no.
especially with cards in hands. Like,
In the long run, definitely, and what you really need to do is put pressure on the Strategos player. So,
yeah.
yeah, thanks for looking that up, Stoic Rooster. Impervious Iago and Wild Tar's attack does not get increased by Rebuke.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because what I was gonna say is it could get increased, but it would be like by the number of minions that the opponent has, right?
Yeah, no, I remember trying to do that once.
That are attacking. But I guess since they're attacking themselves and not attacking enemies, so I guess it depends on Wildtar's text, which I don't remember by heart. If it's whenever an enemy, like a friendly minion, is attacked, or
no, it's whenever
really,
an enemy
whenever
minion
an enemy
attacks.
Right? So it technically, by the text, should buff depending on like the number of attacks that there were because of a break. Anyways, card text.
But yeah, no, I think regardless in this case, it does not. Also, a small thing, but I think that the Sarlacc should be standing in the center, actually where the mouse was tiled over, like right here.
Yeah, it's just a bit closer.
Yeah. Bit closer to the action. You're probably planning on playing like Strategos or maybe even just Sunset Paragon next turn. Because if they're playing Wanderer. Yeah, this is admittedly a nice little clear with the Ripper onto the back two Jaxies. You do get to play Wanderer, and you get to force some more some of the Jax shots into one of the more close by eggs, so they can't actually kill both eggs. So, all right.
Playing around Climb nicely, if intended.
Yeah. And then, I mean, honestly, I don't expect Claim out of a Strategos
out of
deck.
The Strategos? No, definitely not.
It's actually really surprising seeing both the Sunset Paragon and Claim in the main board without there being a Titan.
Yeah, I guess they're going for a bit more control, and then Sarlacc just blocks off for...
yeah, you know, Sarlacc gives them... Sarlacc and Jax just sort of let them progress over time.
Yeah. As well as BBS, naturally.
Well, this is interesting.
They can't play Strategos, though.
Yeah, it looks like Roanoke might just be going to play Strategos based on this movement.
I think you do, no matter what.
Yeah,
you can back up from the 7/7, and you get like a 7-drop, so...
Yeah, although you put the 7-drop in the path of the Wanderer. Like, you know, you could have moved the...
you could still be...
Yeah, you know, it's not that big a deal.
Which would heavily play into Mercantor, but...
Yeah, but one-ofs, you know, they're not always going to be there.
Yeah, except, like, Mercantor would be one of the ways you do lose the game.
Although they got Zir. Zir is definitely better.
And they got Iron
Cliff, and the Iron Cliff Monument.
Always good to see when you play strategies.
Yeah, no. Suddenly just make a bunch of 6-drops. That seems pretty good to me. So this is looking pretty rough for Lenoir, and that homeostatic rebuke really doesn't do all that much against Roanoke's board.
No. The sad thing, too, is that Trial would probably not be completed if Lenoir didn't hit Sarlacc, what, 3 times?
Actually, it would have been, because when they played the Jax True Sight, they had 9, so it would still be completed.
Okay.
And yes, as Josh pointed out, we have a surprising new bug, which is an undefined Ripper.
Well, I've seen that bug often. With either Wraithlings or Poop Dervishes. I've never seen it on a Ripper, though.
Yeah.
And it'll stay there. Like, the Ripper will move, but the undefined ghost minion will stay there. I wonder what caused that.
I don't know. But Lenoir keeps faking me out by like looking like they're gonna play something and then not, and I can't tell if the replay is bugged or if Lenoir is just not playing something.
Yeah, I guess we'll see at the end of the turn.
It actually does look like the replay is bugged.
Yeah, because Pureblade just moved.
God. Really, wow. Rippers? Really?
Well, if people didn't believe they were broken before.
Alright, let me see if I can just
I mean, there's no question in my mind that Roarnark won that game, right?
Yeah, no, Roarnark somehow manages to come back from this position and win this game, but here I thought you were safe.
Lenoir comes back?
No, Roarnark somehow comes back from being super far ahead.
Okay, good.
Oh, man. Okay, well...
Yeah, with the general at 23 behind a line of...
and...
immensely growing minions.
Well, we've seen this song and dance before, so that is unfortunate. Especially since Roarnark, of all the people who submitted, actually did tell me that they went through their side of it and everything was fine.
Wow.
Unfortunately for them, they started second in that game. And so the main screen did not belong to them, as it also does not belong to them in this second replay. So let's hope that was a fluke.
Let's hope Lenoir doesn't play Rippers.
Yeah. The ever so famous Rippers Break the Game patch that we all so badly wanted.
Zabby's saying that he played Swirlers in his games against 20th Century Play.
Well,
I mean,
we
can always cast them and just, skip the rest of the game if this happens.
Alright. Let's go.
Alright. Rustcrawler, turn 1.
Yep. Play your 2 drops.
It's a pretty heavy hand too.
Yeah.
Which the Lightbend is quite nice.
Yeah. No, able to just remove that Sarlacc before it gets the same kind of value that it got last game.
Playing the same play as last time.
Yep.
So on the tile on 6.
A much better position for Lenoir than last time, I would have to say.
Yeah. Oh, he's not clearing both Zix. He's starting to go face already. That's interesting.
And they didn't protect... They got the quarter provoke, but I don't know how important that is, because they're letting this Sarlacc eat the Lightbender.
Yeah.
I think I liked...
Especially if you're going to go face. I thought he'd clear the Zix with it, and then it'd survive, right?
Yeah, no. And they didn't block off the space in front of Roarnark. So Roarnark can BBS plus stuff. If they had put the Primus Shieldmaster in front of Roarnark and done this exact same play, you wouldn't be able to remove the Rustcrawler or the Lightbender, and you wouldn't be able to BBS. So that would have just
what I usually like to do against Brome is place my Provoker not in front of Brome. Place something else in front of Brome and just have them provoke. That way, if they deal with the Provoker, they still can't BBS.
Yeah.
Well, if they deal with the Provoker or using their face.
Yeah. Also an interesting play by Roarnark, kind of, saying, well, hey, if we're gonna play this, put aggressive minions like nearby game, I'm gonna put a 5/5 that's gonna grow much bigger next turn in your face.
Yeah, he's also preventing Lenore from playing eggs safely, which is really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, no, actually, this is a very clean play from them. It's like very difficult to use that Primus Shield Master in any sort of meaningful way.
Yeah, I like it. Lenore is also not in a great spot.
Yeah.
He can't clear the Aurora cleanly. I mean,
Well, they could.
He could just rebuke and play an egg,
But you don't like doing that
it's
into
not
their Jack's
fantastic.
turn. Like, I like punching the Zealous, or the Conscript, and just kind of going back. Or maybe Lenore is just kind of saying, hey, if you have it, you have it. I'm going to keep going face here. I think that if you play... I mean, they do have the Mecanter, so they could just be saying, you know, if you play Jack's next turn, you will be the one who dies. You know? Yeah, and with Mecanter Lava Slasher. Yeah, okay, that's very clean on Lenoir's part, recognizing when they can and when they need to be the aggressor.
I like it. Aurora plus 10 is 15, so there's no real way of getting lethal.
Yeah, no, and I'm betting they did the math on that one to make sure they weren't just dying, but... But yeah, no, this is looking pretty sticky for Norik at this point. Not the same, like, sitting happily at 23.
So you punch with Sarlacc, get a good spawn, and immo. But even then, alright, he should go and punch with the Sarlacc first, good.
Do you even punch with the Sarlacc? Punching with the Sarlacc...
Oh, you just want to protect it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to protect your general, like, if they're going that aggressive, then I can appreciate just trying to, like, make a wall between you and them. I don't like a punching here.
That's not bad, especially that positioning played around Mecantor, because you can't go and fit a Mecantor in the back there.
Well, Mecantor was lethal either way.
And now he's dead.
Mecantor was lethal either way, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lava Slasher goes in and kills itself.
Yeah, you don't need to kill the Paragon, for sure.
Yep. Alright, so game 2.
Well played, Belnor.
Yep. Got themselves a bit trapped, but managed to squeeze their way out.
As some would say, you can't control board if you have no face. So controlling face is better in the long run than controlling board.
No, it's definitely a methodology to ascribe to. And it's one of the important things I think about, you know, learning matchups is learning when you are supposed to be the aggressor and when you're not, and learning how to be the aggressor, especially in something as versatile as a Wanderer. You know, knowing when and how to be aggressive is, like, very important.
Yeah. Especially with this Strategos list, which is, like, obviously Lenore doesn't know about the Hyperion's claim, but it's super slow with Hyperions and Paragons.
They do know about the Paragons, which would actually make me think, oh, they're on Titan or something, because I don't think we've seen any spells. Like, this definitely looks like a Titan list.
For sure.
Alright, let's get in.
Alright.
Turn 1, Young Silithar, good starts. And powerful anti-swarm hand on Lenoir's part. Though, as we've kind of gone over, Lenoir is definitely the aggressor in this matchup, and so if they can't really get aggressive early, it's very hard for them to come back. So they kind of need to use those board wipes as a way to, like, be able to push damage. And again, going
Yeah.
for the smack the Sarlacc plan, which paid off this time, but I'm still
Yeah,
not
they
a
got
fan.
rewarded. It's not as bad, I think, when the board is like this clear.
Yeah. However, it means they can't, like, I don't like this Silithar attack right now. Well, I guess they can just heal it, so. Yeah. No, they can heal
Yeah.
it, that's fine. I don't like replacing the Metallurgist, though. You had a pretty clean Metallurgist plus Healing Mystic. I think you could have replaced either Homeostatic or Plasma Storm. I don't think you need both of them. Going very...
I don't like giving the blood tier to the Sarlacc though.
Yeah, but you really didn't want them to clear your 2/3s because you want to just ramp into Wanderer by taking both tiles. This does make it
That's
hard
correct.
to like steal tiles.
But as long as like you can threaten the tile with blood tier first of all, and as long as blood tier survives or young Silithar survives, which is super hard to remove, then you do get the 6 mana unless the.
It's true, but by giving them more mana, like, you know, they could have done like there could have been some like Holy Immolation play that cleared the board or something they were trying to avoid, although the just play 2 drops to steal tiles plan doesn't seem to have gone poorly. And they choose to clear the Healing Mystic here, which I think is fine. Blood here will die to anything anyways.
That's true.
It's kind of funny to think that in all of these games, we've only seen 1 egg. I guess 2 eggs were played. And then the game where the eggs were played broke. But, like, you know, Lenoir really hasn't been using Rippers very much. So
he hasn't had the mana for them.
Yeah. They could have the mana for it here if they wanted to.
Yeah, I guess what I would do, I think, maybe not. You can't really drop, like, you can't drop the egg on tile, and you can't drop the prime shield on tile. And if you move Silithar on tile, then it's doing nothing, as well as your general. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. Alright, so they're choosing to have Silithar do nothing for now.
Well, they might use it to... I wasn't sure if they were going to use it to clear the Jaxi and then homeostatic.
No, I think
but I like this better.
Shieldmaster was always better.
Yeah, you know, just try and lock him down. Although I actually like the Shieldmaster back one because then they couldn't do any sort of like AoE dispel stuff. Or like sneak a Ephemeral Shroud in to dispel the egg. But in the end, they're not going to get punished for that.
No.
And what can Ronar kind of do here?
They can't clear the egg, which is really threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they just develop Aurora, but
and heal a little bit. And try and keep the Shieldmaster away from the Aurora.
they could have played the Herald after sacrificing the Jaxi, and they could have played it like 1-up and protected the Jaxi.
That's true. That's true.
The mini Jax.
Yeah.
They should have at least waited. They should have probably punched with the Sarlacc first, in case it went in that corner.
Yeah.
That way your Jaxi, and then you punch with the Jaxi, and then you play as a Herald.
Yeah. Now, this Sarlacc is actually amusingly annoying to Lenoir, as normally if you wanted to, you could kind of homeostatic and like just put your eggs back out of reach. But in this scenario, you really can't because the Sarlacc has a pretty decent chance of just spawning nearby the eggs and taking one of them out.
Yeah, I think he's forced to play Rebuke though.
Yeah, probably.
Because you can't really.
I mean, they're just kind of getting stuck by all these like board wipes in their hand. Like they want to just develop their board and like clear the Aurora. Looks like they are still going for that. Doesn't look like they're planning on playing
Oh,
Rebuke.
they're not rebuking for sure. I thought they were maybe going to clear the Herald, clear everything but the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
Because this oh, they are rebuking. Okay, they did it incorrectly then.
Yeah. No.
If they had left the egg one back and punched the Herald, it was like a full clear.
Yeah.
And now they've left an easy kill on the egg, and they let
Roarnike.
They let Roarnike BBS also.
Yeah. No, this is not pretty for Lenoir. There isn't a huge punish by Roarnike. I wonder if it's actually worth it to just take the 3 damage and leave your 1/1.
I agree with that. With no board on 17 health, you should be.
It's not even going to be 17. It's going to be 20 because you're going to play Trinity Oath this turn. You're going to like Trinity Oath BBS. So no reason to throw away a 2-drop that'll promote into a 3-drop. I mean, this Sarlacc's died a number of times. Yeah, we're at 11 out of 12. I would 100%.
Yeah, so you don't Oath, then you BBS and you Stragos, right?
Oh yeah, you can just BBS Stragos. Yeah.
You could have had a 3-drop.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely go for the 3-drop, lose 3 life, be at 17, be absolutely fine. Not that they're behind or anything here, and they actually got another 1-drop, so they won't even overdraw.
Yeah, and they still should.
I agree.
Play Stragos, right? I would have preferred the Sunrise Cleric behind Ragnar instead of in front of him.
Yeah, get the corner provoke.
Get the corner and force them eventually in the corner.
Yeah. Alright, well, there's a 7/7 on board. Yeah, and imagine if we had done the play last turn where we didn't Trinity Oath.
Now you Paragon and you get a 6-drop. Yep.
Well, or you could, like, Jack's True Sight and get, like, a 7-drop amongst other things.
Also.
You know, in this case, we are not beggars and we can be choosers.
But I think just getting a Paragon down and a 6-drop and preventing 7 damage face and just developing slowly a port is a good way to win.
Yeah. No, because the trial just completed, so they could have done it last turn. Or no, the trial completed last turn because when we looked at it, it was at 11 out of 12.
Yeah, because they
play Strategos, run out of the way. You know, this Wanderer is going to have a hard time getting to you. Even, like, we see the Armada, but there's, like, Holy Immolation, there's Aperian's Claim. There's a whole lot of issues.
This is rough if there's a Mecantor, though.
This is rough if there's a Mecantor. Rough but survivable because after that, you know, how much more can they have?
Well, there is an Armada in hand, so.
Yeah.
Because they take 12, and the Wanderer would survive the Lichen Brawler damage, so.
Yeah. But it would be like Aperian's Claim clear the whole board. So. But yeah, let's see what Lenoir decides to do. And maybe they just try and, like, corner or, like, side provoke with the Kron. No, that doesn't seem to be what they were going for. They just want... it's hard, actually, because they have to put the...
Well, you put the Armada
below Strategos.
Below Strategos, right?
Yeah, you put it below Strategos, and that's the 100%, but they don't seem to be looking at that. And in this scenario, I think you might actually prefer killing the Brawler if there's a chance for it, to, like, try and protect the egg.
I mean...
Yeah, I don't know, because now the Brawler just gets to kill the egg, and then we get to play...
Well, now he just...
Jax. Or...
Now he just claims, right?
Or claims, you know.
Claims, get 4 face, have a 5-drop.
Yeah, that seems fine.
You can try and replace, like, Sarlacc, probably. Or Immo. You probably don't need Immo. Now that you're sort of ahead.
Yeah, you've got double Jax to recite. I mean, they're never outvaluing you. They're never outvaluing you, and you're at 24 and going to clear their whole board this turn.
Yeah, 25 if you really want to.
Actually, what you could also do is you could run... You could attack the Armada and Sunset Paragon.
That's true.
Yeah, I actually like this. Get an additional 6-drop, and you can play the Sarlacc for an additional 4-drop.
Yeah, you don't push face damage, but you get a 6-drop.
Yeah. I mean, you get a 6-drop and a 4-drop. I would have played the Sarlacc behind, but I mean, this works out. Pretty good rolls.
With a nice provoker. It's pretty nice.
All right. Well, they have the Plasma Storm. Is all I can say.
I mean, Prominence is still...
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Lenoir is in a good position. Like we were talking about, once this trial comes down, it's definitely hard to pull back from the Wanderer side. But, you know, not quite dead. Yeah, no, but I think
if there's no way to clear the egg, it's threatening.
Yeah.
Still, well, I mean, you can just immo if you're in that much of a...
Yeah, I mean, I think what you do is you just move the Prominence, like, in front of Ragnora, and then you clear the Azure Herald BBS to play, to put a, 2-drop and summon a Silver Guard. And then you can, like, put the Jax between you and you can put the Jax where the Azure Herald was, and just get, like, a huge amount of huge bodies. It's unlikely that you're gonna die. Although, are they going for Hyperion's Clamor? Wow, okay, playing it super safe then.
You could have just left the Herald alive and just BBS, like walk 2 down BBS and ammo.
Although, this is one of those plays where, yes, it doesn't put them super, super far ahead, but it means they don't die. Just 100% of the time, they don't die. Yeah, and they're, like, so far ahead still. They're going to get a 7-drop, a 4-drop, and a 2-drop. Like, I think this is actually the better play, just from how safe it was to do it.
I'm not sure I liked using the claim, though. I
don't mind using the claim. Like, what isn't Paragon Holy Immolation gonna kill out of Wanderer? Provided you really need something.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. There are still lines for Lenoir to win, like if they can hatch and Greater Fort an egg this turn, and then like Fizzling Mystic next turn. It does look like they'd be almost in this game. They don't have any of the egg combo pieces, but and Lenoir could just Trinity Oath for healing.
Yeah. But what do you do here? You can
you can concede.
Well, you could have Equilibrium and Dancing Blades, but then they get an Excelsius next turn. So.
Yeah, no, I think that Lenoir kind of understood the position they were in.
Yeah, because Excelsius prevented pretty much egg combo.
Yeah.
If you were to draw like 2 cards with the end of turn draw plus replace.
Yeah. No, so moving on to our third match of the day, we've got our lone undefeated player coming into this week, who is also the winner of the last MDL, the first MDL.
The Brushy King.
Yeah, the Brushy King against 20th Century Boy. So let's get that match all set up. And our Brushy Boy is on Vitruvian, so let's all pray for no Sandswirler shenanigans.
He said he played Sandswirl.
Yeah, they said they played Sandswirl, but that doesn't mean it broke everything, you know?
No, it only happens, what, like, once every...
50% of the time. You know, not that harsh. But yeah, it looks like Brushy Boy is on some mid-rangey golem stuff, while 20th Century Boy is on 8 gates.
Oh, 8 gates. Wow.
Yep.
With Kalios or
Reva.
Reva. Oh, interesting. They had been playing Kalios only up to this week. As I remember from checking them out last week since they were my opponent.
Well, they have a mysterious missing third card.
Yeah.
You know.
Weirdly enough, it shows us 5 mana, which is probably Geomancer.
Probably. I can't think
Unless
of anything
it's
else on
Phoenix
Heaven's
Barrage.
Eclipse? Or yeah, Phoenix Barrage? Ooh, what is it? What could it be? Actually, a number of choices. It is a Geomancer, looking at it.
Alright.
We have the power. Alright, so the Crypto, BBS, and then protect the Heartseeker from Bone Swarm. I like that.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, this seems fine, you know. I too like putting a million bodies on the board on turn 2.
Well, yeah. 4.
Yeah, I mean 4 bodies on turn 2, including a like 4/3,
4/3.
is nothing to shake a fist at. And you like deny them mana. You know, this is looking pretty good for Zabby. Although a single Ghost Lightning here is all 20th Century Boy is hoping for.
Well, he needed more than Ghost Lightning.
Well, I mean, but they have more than a Ghost Lightning. They have a Sister, they have a Storm Sister, they have a Crescent Sphere. So they have the tools they need had they had a Ghost Lightning.
Sure. Yeah, Ghost Lightning cleared board. You only... Yeah, you could take 2 as well.
Yeah. Zappy going at it with the emotes.
Sevi always says well played when the opponent plays a good...
Does it? Zappy, the one of the few people who uses well played in a sense other than GG.
Or BM.
Yeah, or BM. It's kind of unfortunate here that they're having to go with the Storm Sister, though. Yeah, you have to attack the 3/2 and leave the Metallurgist as a 2/1. Unless you want your Storm Sister to die.
Isn't just that.
Playing pretty hard in the Lost in the Desert here. Should Zabby be playing that, but it doesn't look like they have that in hand.
You've just seen Sirocco. How would you expect Sirocco and Lost in the Desert in a main board?
I mean, I'm not saying I expect it, but you know.
Okay, sure.
I'm saying it is an option available to be played. And pretty awkward draw for Zabby, as they can't actually deal with the Storm Sister.
Which is really important because the difference between 1 damage with all these golems is quite important. Well, I mean, the Thunderbomb is already pretty good, but once 20th finds Ghost Lightning.
And I'm highlighting Storm Sister for everyone who doesn't know what the Storm Sister does or hasn't seen it, as it is not a super common card.
Zab is packing a lot of healing this week, which really helps versus this matchup, or else it'd be really rough.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of healing. He's running Healing Mystic as well as Heralds.
It's kind of interesting. Actually, they can remove the Storm Sister because they can play the Sunset Paragon by using the 0 mana Celebrant
Sure.
ramping.
Do you do that, though?
Apparently
Lightbender is better.
Yeah. Although, if I was going to do that, I might have played... I feel like Zabby was planning on playing the Paragon, because I think you would have played the Celebrant a bit closer to the Heartseeker in that case.
Yeah, there's no need to have Celebrant all the way back there.
Yeah. Alright, 20th Century Boy.
He's playing around Thunderbomb really well as well. So.
Yeah. That being said, 20th Century Boy can just kind of trade off the Dispelled Storm Sister, Phoenix Fire, the Metallurgist, and then like back up and play another Heartseeker. I think that's a pretty fine play.
I'm not sure you want to use Phoenix Fire, though. I think you want to keep it.
Would you rather use Thunderbomb? Because, I mean, you do need to get rid of... I mean, I guess what you could do is you could just equip the Crescent Spear if you didn't
I think
mind
I'd
two
probably
ticks.
leave the... I'd leave the Metallurgist alive and just go for Geomancer.
Oh, right, I forgot they had a Geomancer in their hand, seeing as we can't see it. Oh, man, that, Okay, yeah, no, this play makes a lot of sense. I had just admittedly forgotten it was available to them. Alright, now
this Paragon now will be quite nice.
Yeah, no, the Paragon now is going to be a big...
Huh. He just... Wow, Zabby just replaced healing against a deck that just played Geomancer.
It's true, but Zabby probably feels like... Because if you give 8 gates enough time, they'll just like 20 to 25 you in the face, and so saying I'm just gonna play all these slow healing effects doesn't really work out. I mean, it's a combo deck.
No, but yeah, because we did see Sarugi, so
yeah. That being said, this Swarm King Scarab is essentially life gain, as 20th Century Boy is going to have to put a number of spells in. Although I guess they have the Onyx Bear Seal, so they do actually have the answer there.
Yeah. This is kind of rough. Do you leave the Celebrant and the Metallurgist alive?
I think what you do is you just like equip Crescent Spear and then like Thunderbomb, Phoenix Fire face. Just start with
Phoenix Fire? Oh, with BBS, yeah.
With BBS, yeah, because it's
yeah, and you punch first.
I don't think you punch because I think you want to keep the Crescent Spear alive.
So you punch beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, back up 1. Well, no, because then the Celebrant can reach me. I think I'd just back up 2, deal 1 million damage to face. I think that's what I want to do this turn.
Okay.
The other guys. Although it looks like they're just going for like a slower clear here. I'm not sure I like that. Because that would have been 8 damage to face with a fully equipped, or a full life Crescent Spear.
I mean, you could also deal 10 with what I was thinking, punching 1, because even if you leave the Celebrant up to punch you, Zabby needs to punch face to clear the Crescent Spear as well as have a pin.
Yeah, you know. So that would have just been so much damage, it would have been hard to play this Swarm King, because it would be very likely, you know, that Zabby would have been at like just a very low life total. But yeah, no, now it's just going to eat an OBS. And maybe we'll finally see one of these Crescent Spears come down, or it might just like be a Cobra Strike on the Paragon. Cobra Strike on Paragon into punch Celebrant twice. That would also be fine. Zabby's hand is looking kind of sparse right here.
Yep, quite the thin hand. I guess what 20th Century Boy was also going for last turn was clearing the golems for Dream Shaper.
Yeah.
Which makes it so, okay, sure, like, I'm not going face this turn, but you're also, like...
Well, but they didn't clear the Celebrant, so, like, what's...
Oh.
So it's not like... It doesn't really matter unless you can clear all of them. Now I guess they're going Crescent Spear into Thunderbomb to get just the most value out of the Crescent Spear possible. Rather than... Yep. And actually, the Pando not being able to attack is really nice for 20th Century Boy because the Cobra Strike always has a target now. Alright, yeah, this is a real... Well, that's a little less awkward.
There's a play for...
Yeah, no, Zabby does have a play. They can play the Sirocco, and then pray for no... play the Sirocco and pray that there is no Ghost Lightning. Although, are they going for healing? Well, no, you've gotta play out your threat. Yeah.
Yeah, you back up 2 and play Sirocco where your general was the body block, and then you BBS the...
I mean, I guess they're looking to block them in, and I kind of respect this play. Wow, that's beautiful, beautifully nice symmetric spawns. Also quite good against Thunderbomb spawns, and like putting pressure on 20th Century Boy. So how much damage can 20th Century Boy deal here?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 4, 14.
Yeah.
With Cobra Strike. I don't think he used the Boulder Hurl though. Yeah, probably double Cobra Strike.
Yeah, Cobra Strike. And
then walk away from all the 3 minions to the right.
Well, what you could also do is you could put the Panda in front of the 3/2. You could walk over, clear the...
Oh, he is using Boulder.
Yeah, I guess they just want it while the... I don't... Oh, no, the Panda belongs to Zabby. My bad.
I was thinking of conserving it until you find 8 gates.
I guess they didn't think that the... spear would be surviving, and they wanted to get the value off of it while they can.
Yeah, it also won't be, so...
Yeah, so Zabby can go back up to 9 here, which gives them 3 turns of Phoenix Fires. Although that's, like, assuming only Phoenix Fire. They don't actually have that much on the board. This is, like, really awkward.
Yeah.
Alright, there's more healing. Yeah, and they finally get to get rid of this Rockdoptera.
I mean, you don't die on 9 with 2 cards, right? 8 gates, Phoenix Fire is 10. I guess you can die.
Yeah. No, you can die pretty easily. Yeah, even if it's like crypto.
If
11
Century Boy top decks Phoenix Fire, right? Yeah, 8 gates, it's lethal.
Yeah.
Oh no! I forgot the healing Mystic Heal.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you can't kill them with 2 cards. You can't.
Ooh, and another Crescent Spear. And I wonder if you play the crypto, or if you just try and like wait another turn to try and find the...
No, I think you say, okay, you've got 1 card in hand, it's not going to be healing, and I'm going to try to kill you next turn, but to try and kill them, you need 3 cards. And I don't like playing the Crescent Spear. I think I would have just preferred passing.
Yeah.
Because the Crescent Spear, if you don't have 3 cards in hand, or you
Yeah, they're just
okay, so
going
they're
all
going
in.
face for 4, but I think your way to win is to combo rather than chip.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. Oh, and that last golem acting as the draw. I'm surprised that Zabi replaced the healing mystic there,
I'm also surprised.
but it looks like
Because
it paid off.
1 card in hand, like Phoenix Fire is 4/8, so you heal at 9 and you survive that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to deal more damage with 1 card from 20th.
And
So that way you're safe.
unfortunately, I think this EMP is going to be the end of the end of this game.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess they could draw into an Eternity Painter if they run that.
Oh,
Like if they
Spanner.
replace into Eternity Painter.
Spanner brings in a point though. Like Spiral was winning,
yeah, Spiral.
so maybe that chipping to 7 just to try to win through Spiral.
That could be, yeah. No, if they were just saying, hey,
okay.
if I draw that. I mean, are they not even going to replace the 8 gates here? I mean...
They should have.
Maybe they aren't running, like, Spiral.
Didn't we see it on the...
We saw it in the Kalios match get burned.
Oh.
I don't remember seeing it in this match, specifically.
No, I don't think we saw it.
Yeah. But yeah, Phoenix Barrage was lethal. Phoenix Barrage was lethal. Spiral was lethal. Eternity Painter gave them time, so I don't think they should have conceded unless they had none of those in their deck. Which I would be surprised if 8 Gates wasn't running any of Phoenix Barrage, Spiral Technique, or Eternity Painter. Like, regardless of their variant, they should probably be running one of those 3.
So I guess I agree with Sav's replace now, because when I think about it, if you leave the Crescent Spear up and you're at 9, you still die to both Barrage and Spiral Technique. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Healing 2 doesn't matter. If it was a Herald and you'd be at 10, then you'd play it. But
yeah,
so staying on 9 is not worth it if there's a Crescent Spear.
So I agree with Zabi's. I think we can agree with Zabi's replace. Good thinking. Good thinking. But I'm not sure how I feel about 20th Century's concession without replacing.
Yeah, or his turn where he played both Crypto and Crescent Spear. To chip. I guess he just tried to chip to win off Spiral. That's the only way I would think. That's the only thing I would think about.
Alrighty. So there we go. Zabi having to lead off with some healing, not getting the heal in, which feels a little bit bad. But 20th having a...
Oh, it seems like 20th Century Boy did replace in the end there.
Yeah. Replaced and drew that and played the Zoe pretty fast as it was their only play.
No, last game, sorry.
Oh, they did replace? Okay.
It's what chat is saying.
Okay. Thanks for paying attention, chat.
I was trying to calculate if 20th Century Boy, since he top deck 8 gates instead of something like Phoenix Barrage or Spiral Technique, if he would have had lead if he didn't play the Crescent Spear, because
that's 10 damage
with 9 mana, right?
Yeah, because that's 1 for the spear, 2 for the 8 gates,
Crypto,
2 crypto, 2 BBS, 2 BBS,
which is 9 mana.
That's 9 mana. So they
5. It's 12 damage. So I think they would have won if they hadn't tried to chip Zabi down.
Yeah, no, they would have had the game if they hadn't done the crypto play the turn before.
Yeah, because of the 8 gates top deck rather than
Yeah,
the special technique top deck if it's there. We see Barrage now, which would have worked too.
yeah,
It was like so. I guess it was like if he has both Barrage, 3 copies of Barrage, and a Sparrow technique, I guess there's 4 cards he could have drawn rather
yeah,
than 3, which would have been a good argument for the chip play.
yeah.
It's unfortunate. It would still be 3 off lethal, but it's 12 damage with Crescent Spear.
Yeah.
It's double Phoenix Fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Zabby.
yeah,
this time the casters weren't being stupid for once. All right. Well, looking at this, Zabby's got a number of bodies on board.
Yeah, playing the Heralds early though, which
Yeah.
could come to bite him in a bit later on.
That being said, they do have more healing in hand. It's not like they're out. If they really wanted to, they could just Sand Swirl this Herald.
Which probably would.
It's not a terrible play.
You can start by replacing the.
Yeah, I actually like just
I
Sand
would leave the
Swirling my
Herald
Herald. Yeah, I like this play.
Oh no! You protect the tile.
Yeah, no, this play is very
Actually-
clean. You protect both tiles. You protect yourself against Thunderbomb. You set up a sand tile pretty early. You don't break the replay, which is nice. Or at least it seems like you haven't broken the replay. The sand swirl is there. Sifron is able to move. All right, we see the. Oh, what is the name? The Wildfire Tenketsu.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the addition of Sarugi in 20th Century's Boys deck. Because without it, you only get to combo on 9 mana with Crescent Spear if you're really lucky.
Mm-hmm.
That does, like, if you the most damage is 8 gates triple Phoenix Fire, which is 15, plus Spear on 9 mana, which is just 18. Sort of limit your damage. With Sarugi, you've got still a bit of hand space if your hand is full, and then you can do like, more damage that way.
An awkward sequencing for Tenketsu, but you know it's not like they're 20th Century Boys hurting on cards right here. They do get to deal the tile, take control of the board. Although they Crescent Spear. Oh, they're Gotatsuing, not Crescent Spearing. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, then in that case their hand is completely full and they didn't even need to get the extra card. But yeah, Second Sword Tsurugi, I think SLG was the first one who I saw playing that in their 8 gates variant. And I think it's a cool inclusion. I like big, stupid 7-drops, so. And I like that it's not being played, as like an infinite combo or anything. It's just like, no, it's difficult to kill this big idiot. Especially if you're like replacing your removal, because I don't play that many big guys.
Zabby's hand is quite awkward.
Yeah.
But I was thinking a second sound creator would be quite good.
Yeah, just bounce the Tenketsu, get a second sand tile up. I'm happy that it isn't there because it would give us another chance to break the replay, but
Yeah, I like that too. Zabby's just gonna heal to full and BBS probably. Unless he's willing to play Healing Mystic. No, okay.
Yeah, no, that was the other option, was they play Healing Mystic and don't BBS. You could, like, attack face and not take any additional damage.
Yep.
But yeah, from Zabby's position, trying to get rid of this Tenketsu is, like, pretty good, as it means 20th Century Boy has to think before dumping their whole hand. On the other side of it, though, 20th Century Boy's hand is full of cards that put more cards in their hand, so I don't think they actually mind Zabby going after the Tenketsu.
I'm thinking here you can walk
block.
Tenketsu back, hit the Blittier, walk 2 up so you're out of range of the poop, punch the Herald, then you equip Spear, you Gutatsu the Herald, and you play the Rocket Up Terror.
Yeah, that seems pretty fine.
And you Millipede, but
it looks like they're actually going for Ghost Lightning.
I think I wanted to hold on to Ghost Lightning. You know, Zabby is playing Sirocco, so
yeah, no, that's true. That being said, maybe they're looking to dump cards from their hand so that Tenketsu could actually get some value off of it. You know, because now if you BBS, you are actually getting an additional card.
Yep.
Zabby kind of under quite a bit of pressure, and they've like got some healing, they've got some draw, but nothing's really great this turn, and this is the turn they really need to swing things because it's about to get out of hand with like Tenketsu, Geomancer, BBS, like
this would be the good EMP turn, but it's
yeah,
one mana too much.
Yeah, getting the Dream Shaper there to be able to block is nice, but
Still, I guess you play Metallurgist and BBSD.
Yeah, Metallurgist, BBS,
Rockadoptera. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Zabby. That being said, can 20th afford to play the Geomancer?
I think 20th can easily afford to play the Geomancer here. I don't think that's really in question.
Well, can you Geomancer and save?
Geomancer and save what? You could add
the Crescent Spear. Sorry.
You can Geomancer and save the Crescent Spear. You just sacrifice the Tenketsu.
Which is absolutely fine since you're getting the 8 gates in hand.
Yeah. And you can actually even position the Rockadoptera where Reva was and put the Geomancer there for a chance to save. Yeah, you can actually even save the Tenketsu, I think. If you BBS on... If you use the Phoenix Fire BBS on one of the minions, does that work? No, because they can still kill the Rockadoptera with the General. But, you know, it makes it very awkward to kill the Tenketsu regardless. Alright, or they're just going face and saying, this is going to be over soon, I have an 8 gates and a Phoenix Barrage and a Rock in hand. And say, you're in a bit of trouble here, Zabby.
Yeah, they replaced the Crescent Spear, which is unfortunate in my opinion, because you're going to be on 9 mana soon, so...
Yeah. Although this does sort of like have Zabby focus in on their minions, which Zabby really can't afford to be doing at the moment. So
no, definitely not. 18 is the... It's starting to be the low point.
Yeah. Alright, well, Zabby is getting a little bit of chip damage here, but they're giving them another turn with the Crescent Spear active by not playing the
EMP.
That being said, they have acknowledged...
was pretty bad with the Onyx Bear Seals in hand. But...
Yeah, the Onyx Bear Seals in hand. Also, Zabby's saying, okay, you don't have BBS up. This might be one of the only safe turns for me not to play EMP, and I can clear your whole board and do this. I think this is actually like fine play by Zabby. I mean, just looking at the...
No, I prefer this much better than playing EMP. But then this is where, like, but that's why I wanted 20th Century Boy to keep the Crescent Spear in hand, because this is the turn where you Phoenix Barrage, and next turn is the turn where you play 9 mana worth of face damaging spells rather than just having 8 mana.
Yeah, also I kind of liked here just going Crypto BBS instead of the Phoenix Barrage, because you could have used both the Cryptos and the BBSs and then next turn you could have done 8 gates, Phoenix Barrage, Phoenix Fire. And I think that's a bit more damage. That would be 8 damage this turn, and then 10 damage next turn. No, 13 damage next turn, which would have...
Yeah, and he's also wasting a Phoenix Fire without the 8 gates. So he's losing on 1 damage at least.
Also,
because he didn't want to mill, so he played the Phoenix Fire.
Zabi here with the Zuriel is a pretty spicy tech.
Yeah, it's a nice counter to a Ghost Lightning.
Yeah, no, definitely. I
think it's just a little expensive though, because at this point you're scared of dying. You're not scared of losing board.
Alright, so now triple
5,
crypto.
8.
I don't think the game is
8 plus 5. It's 13 damage, so it's one off lethal.
Do they die if they do just throw all the damage into face? I think they might. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The 4.
You can put 2.
So you back up and you take 6.
If you move below the Sirocco,
7, 8,
you take 9.
9, yeah.
Which would put you dead to Blood of Air because you have to play Cryptographers.
And if they're on 1 and you've got double Phoenix Fire with Crypto in hand, you can also no, you can't body block anything with the Crypto. Okay, so he's clearing the Sirocco.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it avoids 6 damage rather than just 4 because you're out of range of the poop.
Yeah.
I think I like that, and you keep 8 gates this time around in hand. You've got a full hand, so you can really try to combo off.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the Heavens Eclipse.
Oh, that came off of the Zoe, which is why it's 4 mana.
Oh, that's correct.
So
I forgot about the Zoe, and I didn't see it earlier.
Zabi's
so
probably going to do the only thing they can do, which is play another Sirocco.
Yeah, except they're dead.
Probably.
with Crypto, they're dead.
Yeah. Actually, so a very subtle thing that Zabi did last turn that I'm not sure on the ordering on, but might have been nice, was they played the Sirocco while the Iron Dervish was still on the tile, and I don't know which triggers first. And so by leaving the Iron Dervish there, knowing they were going to play the Healing Mystic, it meant that even if the Golem summoned first, a Golem can't summon on the tile, allowing them to get another Iron Dervish, and then playing the Mystic after moving the Iron Dervish. You know, it just gave them a 100% chance not to have a Skyrock Golem spawn on the tile.
So what if they played they could have played the Mystic first, though? That way
they could have played the Mystic first as well.
That way you avoid a far spawn from the because the tile is really far away.
You avoid that, but you don't put the 4/3 next to them because they wanted to play behind to try and block 20th Century Boy in. So I think that Zabi's play was actually the more optimal one of those two. Obviously, in the end, it didn't really matter. 20th Century Boy had all the time in the world and was able to chip Zabi down to a point where they could just blow them out. But still, very, very close game.
Yeah, looking at this matchup, I really think 20th Century Boy should have the advantage because he can have a really nice AoE turn clearing the golems off, and then there's no real way for Zabi to prevent combo.
Yeah.
It's gonna go off at some point. And you can do 20 damage.
And Zabi's BBS is nearly useless.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a bit of use to it just based on the fact that there are minions in
Yeah, it's
20th
been
Century
nice.
Boys variant, but
It's been nice for one, like
Yeah.
a few.
it's certainly not the kind of thing where it's like always up and always useful, is I guess what we're trying to say here. But yeah, going into game 3.
But also like things like grapnel and equality constraint, which I'm pretty sure constraint Zabi is running,
Yeah.
are really useless. I bet he sideboarded them out. But
Yeah.
that only is good if the card's in his sideboard.
No. They gotta keep it in so that they can BBS, steal a Tenketsu, and then 8 gates Bone Swarm for the most stylish lethal.
The juicy 4 damage.
Yeah.
Zabi cut constraint because he thought the only card he could use it on was Razor Crag. He wanted to bring Razor Crag, and I was like, yeah, I don't suggest that, but I mean, getting a 10-10 in this matchup on turn 2 could have been decent.
I mean, but they're playing Onyx Bear Seal.
They are.
If it doesn't die to Onyx Bear Seal and it doesn't get a quality constraint, it just dies to Cobra, like literally everything.
No, I know.
Alright, Dream Shaper draws some more cards. These Ghost Lightning's looking pretty juicy here, though. Depending on how deep Zabi decides to go with this. Alright, Zabi, not going too deep. Healing themselves instead of the Celebrant, though.
I prefer that with a Dream Shaper Live.
Yeah. Also, was that a Killing Edge that just got replaced out of 20th Century Boys' hand?
It was definitely a Killing Edge.
Interesting. So 20th Century Boy can clear the board here and have another board clear set up.
Was it the Killing Edge from the... Did he play Zoe again?
Oh, yeah, they played Zoe. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although a 2-mana Killing Edge, if you set up a BBS...
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any way to, like, activate it, but yeah.
Sure, but you BBS, and, like, if it stays, it stays.
Yep.
It's
And,
amazing.
alright, saying...
Or just a Killing Edge on Rocket Optera, because Zabiel's probably not going to clear Rocket Optera. The thing he's going to do is probably just BBS it, if he has it up, and if he has the extra mana, and then still would get a 4 attack, dude.
Yeah. Actually, this is amusingly awkward for 20th Century Boys. The double blood tier means that Zabi can take out the Crescent Spear with one attack. I mean, that's most of what these blood tier alchemists wanted to do in this matchup, so...
Definitely looking rough for 20th Century Boy. You don't really want to Cobra Strike a blood tier alchemist. But...
That's true. But, I mean, it's also not, like, the worst thing in the world.
Oh, they're playing Phoenix Barrage. Okay.
I was kind of expecting Cobra Strike on the 3-2.
Then they're
the 2-1
taking
and then
one
BBS.
extra damage just for... Oh, they went face. Okay, they went face with... Huh.
Here Zabi could do a play with...
No, I think I preferred the BBS also.
Yeah. Zabi can do a kind of cute play here where they can, like, bounce and replay the blood tier to, like, build up another board with the Sand Swirl Reader. I don't really see another play for them right now.
You can't body block with that, but...
Yeah. I wonder if 20th Century Boy, like, sideboarded out their minions for Game 3, seeing that Zabi still had, like, Paragon and stuff, just to try and, like, strand Paragon, make EMP, like, less valuable or something? Or if we're just not seeing them.
The Rocket Optera has really been good. I think you keep that one for sure.
Yeah, no, you probably keep that one, as well as, like,
but the
Judicators if you have.
I mean, the Tenketsu can get, like, Paragon, if you ask me.
Yeah.
The danger is more the having a full hand and then getting it Sans rolled.
Alright. Well, Zabi has the Surround. Will Zabi keep the Surround or push the 2 damage? They're keeping the Surround.
With the BBS still being a Heartseeker, I think you keep this around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although there is nowhere safe for the BBS without another minion, even if you don't have this around. But this like opens them up a little bit more to like Thunder Bomb. Alright, going for the Cobra Strike instead of the Twin Strike here.
Well, if you Twin Strike, what else did you do?
I guess they replaced the Phoenix Fire, so not very much.
Yeah,
I guess
so might as
if
well,
you really
might as well
wanted
push
to,
face damage rather than...
if you really wanted to, you could have attacked the Blood Tier Alchemist and then 8 gates Twin Striked the other 2 away.
I don't think you waste the Nate gates, though.
It depends. You're kind of behind, like, you know, Zabi's...
It depends if he... I guess it depends if he sideboards the Tenketsu or not.
Yeah. Zuriel looking good as like a large body, but not so much as getting much back, as it would just be a healing mystic, I'm pretty sure.
You can get the Blood Tier back, too, but...
Well, no, because it's stuff that was killed on their turn.
Oh, I forgot how Zuriel...
Yeah, Zuriel, not the most common 7-drop to be seen. But, you know, Zuriel can be used to, like, try and draw out an Onyx Bear Seal if you didn't want to, like, kill off your EMP.
Which Zabi is playing EMP just for 7 damage, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Zabi does still have grapnels in their list. They didn't sideboard them out.
Very interesting.
I mean, I guess like Zabi said, it's like impossible to kill the Tenketsu. And like maybe they sideboarded out Blood of Heirs or something if they thought they would rather like steal the body and have an easier time winning like that.
Yeah, stealing the body is definitely easier than...
well, it's not easier, but it's stronger once you can pull it off.
That's what I meant.
Gotcha. Alright, so 8 gates.
What do you do?
8 gates Ghost Lightning Cobra Strike.
No, why don't you... I went OBS OBS Twin Strike BBS.
I think it just looks like so much value. That looks like the play they're going for, and oh man, this Zuriel is actually going to get back value then.
Wow, it is.
So they get back the EMP, which is, I think, as much as... this is like as much as Zabi could have asked for. You got the 8 gates out of your hand. You didn't get your EMP Onyx Bear sealed. Yeah, and Zabi just snaps Zuriel. Snap Prismatic Zuriel. EMP out of place a little bit, but, you know, certainly feels gratified.
There is a 4/7 in 20th's face.
Yeah, but only a 4/7.
I guess you replace the Twin Strike now, and you just try to back off and get a combo for lethal. That's your way to win now.
And actually, getting the Azure...
14, he's gonna go back to like 17 or 20 maximum. 20 would suck, I guess.
But it's kind of nice for Zabi having brought back the Azure Herald, because it means they can Sand Swirl Reader it and get another 3 health off of it.
Ooh. I think now you stay in range. Oh, since you have the double OBS, I would have OBS the real, go underneath the Pado, so that EMP is out of range. Get a bit closer to Mr. Form.
That makes sense.
Next turn you can OBS.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to like develop Heartseekers though, as part of their plan.
Yeah, I don't think the Heartseeker will do much unless you top deck that Killing Edge from.
Well, I mean, you know, they get that little bit of ping damage in there. I mean, obviously not if they're getting stolen, but
yeah.
Sad Dream Shaper just being played to put pressure. Oh no, EMP is a golem, not a mech.
Yeah.
Always gotcha. In that case, nope, just doing it for value. Alright, now Zabi's looking in a pretty commanding position. As this Grapnel and Zuriel is in range. You could play the Tenketsu to like absorb some damage and like OBS, or like OBS the Grapnel or something. I think you want to... There's the Death Strikes, or not the Killing Edge.
The Killing Edge, yeah.
You know, if you can actually manage to land a Heartseeker.
Well, do you really want a Heartseeker again and having it maybe get grappled again?
I mean, you probably want to.
You probably do because you probably need to Tenketsu.
Yeah. They might actually play the Tenketsu like defensively just to try and keep the Tenketsu alive for 2 turns. Because if you get like 2 BBSs off, you've got the rock in hand. The rock moves up to 5 damage. Yeah, rock is 5 damage. Thunder Bomb is 7.
7 damage.
That's like 12. Yeah, so like if this Heartseeker ended up surviving or something, this game isn't over. Zabby is going to be able to go up to 17 if they want to this turn though, which is pretty hard threshold to beat even in this position without the Phoenix Fire
without the Geomancer, yeah.
Here Zabby can take out either the Tenketsu or the Heartseeker, but not both without using the Sandswirl Reader. I don't think there's a lethal we're missing this time around.
No.
Yeah. I guess they could actually Sunset Paragon and then just use Zuriel to finish off the Tenketsu, and then they wouldn't have to use the Sand Swirl on either. But I don't think that's like a huge thought on their mind. And
I think you can definitely leave the Heartseeker up if you're...
I mean, you think that, but look at that 2-mana Killing Edge.
Yeah, but if you're playing... I don't know.
Nah, Zabby's going for the full clear. Zabby is not wanting to take those chances, although this does mean that they can't go to 17.
Yeah, exactly. Which...
I will say, they do have a pretty demanding board state.
Yeah, I was going to say, technically the Heartseeker does do more damage. It does like 5 and when you heal for 3. But like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
How do you play that?
I feel like this is going to be a replace into a flashy turn from 20th Century Poi that puts Zabby to like 2 life and then, concedes or something.
I mean, double 8 gates.
Double 8
Thunder
gates.
Bomb is...
That's 7 plus 5 is 12.
5. Yeah.
So
this is unfortunate.
Yeah, I believe that is game to the brushy.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, if they had gotten a Phoenix Fire, that would have been lethal. If they'd replaced into Phoenix Fire.
Yep. Or if they had managed to play Geomancer and in this game.
Or drawn Geomancer, not so much played.
Well,
I think they had times they could play it, but they never drew it, which makes that difficult.
Yeah. It's I'm wondering if I don't think 20th Century Boy is in chat, but I'd like to know if he had Phoenix Barrage in his main deck in game 1, as well as Spiral Technique, justifying the chip play rather than the because he would have won the series.
Yeah.
If he had held on to his damage in hand.
Yeah, okay, they had 2 Phoenix Barrage main board. No Spiral Technique.
So they had how many 8 gates in their deck? 2 or 3?
3 8 gates.
And they hadn't played any in that game, had they? The first game? Did they pull off an 8 gates Ghost Lightning, or was that in game 2?
I believe that was game 2.
So they had 3 8 gates and 2 Phoenix Barrage.
Yeah.
So technically the chip play was the wrong play, and it ended up costing them, but...
Yeah.
Oh
But
well.
very close match.
Oh,
However,
super close
our
match.
Grandmaster Brushy over here gets to retain their 12-0.
The punishing's a real play.
Yeah, and we do have time for one more because that first series was very short. So for the last one of the day, we're going to do Project 2EL. Oh wait, did they not add me? Project 2EL, are you in chat? Can you get online right now and add me if you'd like your game played?
Uh, 20th Century Boys lurking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying it was probably a misplay. I mean, in the game, you're so hard to try and find those odds to win. Like when you're like, okay, well, I lose in 2 turns if I can't find a way out.
Yeah.
Project 2 EL was in chat earlier
Yeah, they were
on.
in chat earlier, but I'm not seeing them now, and so it looks like I could have sworn they had added me already, but I'm not seeing them on my friends list. So I guess that is actually the end of it for today. We'll just close out a little bit early then. But yeah, well, thank you for everyone for stopping by, for watching, for playing. Thank you, Smarmy slash Poncho plus Mango for coming by to cast.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it as always. But yeah, as we are almost to the end of the first half of the Meltdown League.
Wow.
Well, Atheist Mantis, we can't actually show it because we can't show it because there's no way for me to get the replay without having them as a buddy.
Well, I guess we could only show the one side, but
yeah. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. Zabby, that was right. It was just too lewd. The match was so lewd that we couldn't.
Zabby has a game.
Zabby has a game? Oh, okay, yeah, we could do. I have both of them, so we'll do
Yeah,
one MDL
that was a
and
very
Dry
good
Guy.
game.
Okay.
I mean, I also have a game in the back of my mind, but
Well, Brushy got it in faster.
it's okay. I didn't ask consensus for the other game, so.
Lost my 50-50. It's gonna take even longer. So you guys get even more. Yeah, I will win. MDL is another pretty strong record as of right now.
Doing very well, especially with the fact that he's bringing the same deck each week.
Yeah. No, they're repping the Wanderers Zurich pretty hard right now. Showing that you can in fact still wander. Going up against Dry Guy, who I believe is on Aggro Reva this week.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's hop into this game. Alright, our bonus game has started.
This is definitely a threatening hand from Bright Guy. Into no way to clear the Scroll Bandit.
Yep.
The 1 mana off. They are going to maw it though.
Yeah. That's probably fine against Aggro Reva. You know, trying to...
Yeah, it means that you can just clear the Bandit with face after the backstab, and you're not giving the center to Bright Guy.
Yeah, it also means if they're trying to do like killing edge shenanigans, it's much easier to deal with it with stuff like Primus Fist, Maw, like Rosh's Curse, like all the cards in I Will Win MDL's hand really help to clear the Scroll Bandit here if it gets Miss Dragon Seal killing edged, which is an option for Bright Guy. So I like not being conservative against an aggro deck. I think that is correct. All right. Bright Guy. Yeah, I guess they're gonna Assassination Protocol then. Yeah. Lantern Fox, not Twilight Fox. Twilight Fox would be a much spicier play. But still, this is a very clean clear on both the mini jacks as well as the Maw. Even if they're losing their Scroll Bandit, it's done its job. And actually, both those spells are quite good for aggro Reva. I feel like a lot of the time you want to just like pitch spells you get off of Scroll Bandit, but these are two that I think I would keep. They're just kind of very versatile, low to the ground spells, and Bone Swarm, especially if they don't see it coming, can be a huge blowout. But I think one of the biggest problems I see is when decks steal a fault from like Wanderer Xerix, and then they just like play to try and get to fault, but they can't like proc the fault until 8 mana, and it's like, I don't really care, I'm playing like big stupid Wanderer, I'm gonna throw a Wanderer in your face and you're gonna play an empty fault, and then I'm gonna kill you. Because, you know, empty fault is not very good, as we have learned in the past.
No, it definitely isn't.
Yeah. Bragai also here knows that they don't have to actually play around Bone Swarm, despite the fact that they still are. But Bragai just closing I Will Win MDL in.
I mean, there's more to placing the Heartseeker back, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though Maw is gone too, but there's other proximity.
Yeah. Doesn't actually save him from Rosh's Curse.
Base damage, no.
And actually,
but I don't think you want to Rosh as a Heartseeker.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, there's such a clean clear on the Foxes where you can clear both Foxes while only giving them one more Phoenix Fire, which is kind of nice if you like Rasha's.
Yep.
Rasha's plus Rock.
Fist.
Right,
well,
there.
you can use the Rock on the Heartseeker and just Rasha's. That way.
Yeah, you can Rasha's Fist and still
Fist.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
He's going for the Celebrant instead of going for...
Well, you can do all three.
Yeah, I think I would just BBS rather than Celebrant, but...
Yeah, I think I would too. It looks like that might actually
keep
be
cards
what
in
they're
my
doing.
hands. Yep.
They can, like, put the Primus behind Reva. Stop them from backing up.
CD saying that he's just hiding the fact that they've stolen his Bone Swarm, so that by playing around it.
Yeah, I think I like putting the Primus behind Reva, not in front of him.
I very much agree.
Especially since you have the Iron Dervish like down here. I think that, you know, you don't want to let...
You could have BBS first to decide where the have the poop tell you where to put the Primus.
Yeah.
That way, if it's placed aggressively, you can body block for it. This.
This is actually really awkward for Bragai, though, as Spelljammer's the only card they can play, and it doesn't remove anything. And
it's kind of fine though for Jason though, because it's BBS is like on cooldown, so Bragai can't just back up and BBS. So not letting him approach and aggress might be just fine.
Scroll Bandit's a really good replace, though, because you can just, like, Scroll Bandit, Phoenix Fire. Or, no, they're just going to burn the card. That's probably fine. You put a 5 or 4/6 on board.
Oh, they've got juxed, so
Oh, okay. They drew a Jux. That's. I didn't
nice.
see them get the Jux, but this makes us play leagues better than it was before. So you don't waste any cards. You put a big body on board.
Yeah, you've wasted the jux though. You've placed the
It's true.
Spelljammer nearby, but
Yeah, the Wanderer doing a pretty good job of body blocking.
yeah, I think you replace the Bone Swarm now. Now that the Iron Dervishes are 3/3s.
Probably.
And it's 2 damage, but how far will 2 damage go?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Or you can replace Spelljammer, which is very correct as also.
Yeah, this is interesting because now the Jammer stays alive at 1. And Bragai can kind of box IL and MDL in if they want to, as well as remove the Primus Fist, although they're choosing just to develop more guys, which makes sense given that their hand is 2 ephemeral blades. You really want to have targets for those blades.
Yeah, I don't think I would have Phoenix Fire.
That being said, this is... So, Lightbender's weird here, I think, is my feeling. Because it kind of is a really juicy Lightbender, but at the same time, you do have to be worried because all these spells that only work if there are minions out are going to be active. Luckily, Alwyn MDL is playing it super safe around these minions, so that makes it much easier.
Yeah, I think the Bender was still play.
Yeah.
No matter what.
How do you feel about the Azure Horn Shaman versus the Healing Mystic?
I think I would have played the Mystic.
Yeah, I think I like playing the Mystic and just replacing the Shaman. They're not...
I don't think there's much difference between 4 and 5 HP.
Yeah.
Against Songhai.
Oh man, this is so awkward.
Yeah, there's not much to do. I guess it's more awkward for Bragai to approach Xerix with like the 2/5 body blocker in the way that you can't kill without killing board first.
Yeah, alright, taking out the Iron Dervish, taking out the... Oh, actually, this Mist Dragon Seal into, like, Killing Edge, double Ephemeral Blades or something? Or maybe just
well,
double
you don't have all that mana.
Yeah.
You can only double...
Now, if we had infinite mana, now I like just doing the Killing Edge here.
No, Killing Edge is better because it survives, right? So
yeah. It survives, although it is slightly less damage overall. Although Reva can get the 4 damage.
So, Jason told us this is where he messed up, and he attacks with the Lightbender.
No spoilers.
Hey, I'm just pointing it out before the
You don't need to point it out. If people make mistakes, we'll obviously view their mistakes.
But yeah, Jason has a nice Frizzling answer again.
Yeah.
And he's playing the Mystic, so... Playing the Shaman earlier rather than the Healing Mystic didn't end up mattering.
Yeah, no, ended up playing both of them. Well, again, like how much has the Shaman done this game?
Oh, for sure, but it's just a 2-drop, right? It body blocked. That's all it did.
Yeah.
Or it tried to body block.
Bragai... Do they have lethal here?
They do.
Yeah.
They
So the...
Phoenix Fire, the Lightbender.
Yeah.
And then they can inner focus double ethereal blades.
Yep. So they
yeah,
do...
so Jason said he messed up because he let, like, if he had a 4/4, the Phoenix Fire Bender, and Bragai couldn't go face with 6 attack.
Although...
But, like, playing around BBS inner focus double ethereal blades is
Well, one thing they could have done, actually, is just not blocked off Reva's back, and that would have allowed them to still get the 6 damage in. Or get the 4 damage in, which would have set up for lethal this turn. So I think that the actual mistake wasn't attacking with the Lightbender, it was mispositioning the Lightbender and not body blocking away from the general with the Fizzling Mystic.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have gone face on body block with something else. Well, something else.
No, because I think against, the fact that Bragai had that hand, their hand was only going to get bigger the more time you gave them. So I think you need to push that damage, but you also just need to put the minion with a really high health in between. So, yeah, very, very nice, clean lethal by Bragai. Going into game 2.
Yeah, no board lethal, and 11 damage point lethal with no board. It's pretty nice.
Unfortunately, I have to flip them, which means I need to look up.
I'm pretty sure I will win MDL just first in the 2 other matchups.
Well, I always try the person who went first last time first, because it takes me less time. So, that'll be beneficial. They do go first this time. Alrighty, there's one. I just need Bragai. So as a fun fact today, I learned something. Even if you're logged in twice, you don't get season rewards. Twice.
You can be logged in on the same account.
That's how I do this. I have one logged in on browser and I have one logged in on Steam client. But it won't let you open the season reward box twice because I realized I had it open, so I, decided to do a little bit of bug testing. But it does not let you. Alright, let's head into game 2. With Xerix valiantly running forward and putting their pet cat in the line of fire.
Yeah, playing the Paxton Harold.
Yeah. Alright, Ma.
Yeah.
Ma take out this
Healing Mystic Ma is
yeah. Pretty good counter to Flame Blood Warlock.
Kind of devastating.
I think I like playing them off forward, gives them less options. It's interesting that Bragai didn't choose to play the Lantern Fox.
They drew it after their turn.
Oh, they drew it end of turn? Okay, then that's less interesting and more normal.
They had another 2-drop, which they replaced, I think. Which would be, I'm not sure what their other 2-drop is, other than Scroll Bandit, which they would have played.
Yeah. I probably would have played Scroll Bandit a little bit back, given their hand is a bunch of Scroll Bandit activators.
Well, yeah, they didn't have the Scroll Bandit. They replaced their
no.
Which I didn't see what it was.
Now Bragai's in a little bit of an awkward position. And maybe you just play the Spelljammer and say, okay, go, play a defensive Spelljammer. Kind of try and block I'll win MDL off as much as you can. Hope to get a good Mist Dragon Seal turn with it. You can also do some Fox shenanigans to try and steal mana tiles.
Which
it looks like they're gonna do.
Yep.
Yep, clear both of them, put some Phoenix Fires in hand. Yeah,
Yeah, Phoenix Fire is not necessarily the card you want. You can replace one easily.
Yeah. I actually wonder
Said the
if...
Fox dice, which there was a way to have the packs punch face, which I would.
Well, yeah. What I'm wondering is
If you end,
why they didn't block off the mana tile from I Will Win MDL? Because they could have just like blocked the mana tile and still hit the Healing Mystic.
Yep.
Not that it would have actually changed anything in this scenario.
It would have been. It would have taken. You would take 2 damage and deal 3 damage to.
Yeah, Xerix.
Because now there's no way for a guy to prevent Isaac from ramping to 6. Unless they BBS Inner Focus, Flame Blood Warlock Inner Focus, and walk on tile.
Yeah, that's not pretty. I'll agree to that much. Sunkissed, we have the chat up, but we're enthralled in game. Twitch drops are activated. I actually received Twitch drops partway through this game. All right. This is interesting unless they like went into a juxt. Alright, they didn't go into a juxt, so they're just defensively playing that Spelljammer. This does not look good for Bragai.
Definitely not.
There's going to be a big boy coming down this turn. And
I mean, I think I agree with Bragai's play. His hand was just like terrible, but
yeah.
you don't let Icicle ramp to 6 and then trade their board into the.
Yeah. And it's not even trading their board into you. Like,
well,
they're gonna play.
You trade the poop and you.
Wait, Icicle isn't dealing 1,000,000 damage this turn? I don't agree with this. I would put all that damage into face. Like, if they want to spend their mana on 6 mana, like Gotatsuing my stupid, like, Iron Dervishes, like, I Will Win MDL could have put Bragai to 10, and this would have been so lethal, you know? Just, like, no way out. Now Bragai can just, like, you know, Phoenix Fire, run away, if they want to. Like, you just put the Wanderer, like, next to them. I don't know why you're trying to box yourself in. Yeah, no, like, I Will Win MDL is still ahead, but I think they should have just gone ham. They would have been left with 2/3/1s, like, over by where Reva is, and you could have put the Wanderer where Reva is. Like, I get that your hand is defensive or whatever, but now your guys are just useless. It's not like you can't get a perfect protect with a Imara healer anymore. You know, you could just put it below you. Yeah, like, this is just awkward.
Yeah, they left Heartseeker up and.
Like, if this situation had been as close as last game was, I think that I Will Win MDL would be in trouble here. But that is not the case. So now Bragai... I wonder if the play is just like attack with Heartseeker, Inner Focus, Killing Edge to kill the Imara healer. Hope that your Heartseeker survives. I wonder if that's better than Primus Fist, Killing Edge.
I don't think I'd.
Oh no, they're Scroll Bandit.
Inner Focus, but yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Keeps your hand even more full because you do need to, like, you know, Bragai's playing from behind. I like this play. And I Will Win MDL is actually wasting 4 healing off of the Imara healer, so if Bragai's ever going to win this, which still incredibly far behind. And did they not, or it might just not have caught up yet. It'd be pretty funny if all the spells are already gone. No, they just replaced something into a Juxt, which is pretty good. Juxt is a spell that can win them this game.
Yeah, it's still looking super rough.
Oh, it's super rough, but, you know, you gotta you gotta do what you gotta do when you're in Bragai's position.
Because, I mean, I will win MDL clear board.
Yeah.
Oh, for the MP. I thought he'd go for the Sans World Rush as clear. Because I don't think you really need to keep Sans World. Your Wanderer just cleared the. Sorry.
This actually plays pretty hard into an Eternity Painter. Which, while they would still be 1/3s, you know, giving your opponent more space. It's.
I don't think playing into Painter is a worry.
I guess playing into Paragon might actually be more of a worry out of Aggro Reva. I'm wondering what like Aggro Reva.
What I was saying is if it's Aggro Reva, you don't have Painter main board, right? So you might have it in a sideboard. Yeah. I know, but would you actually side Eternity Painter against one as aggro? I don't think so.
It's possible, but
now,
I think Paragon is definitely the actual card to be worried about here, because that is sideboardable against Wanderer, just because it deals with something you cannot deal with, and so if you're ever behind. But I can also appreciate just being like, I shouldn't ever be behind.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm behind, I'm dead, and, you know, kind of like we'd brought up earlier, like, if I'll Win MDL had been any more aggressive, then this game would just be over. But they, like, took that turn to, like, back off. And just, like, surround themselves.
Yeah.
Braga is still attempting to hold on for dear life while, like, still applying some amount of pressure. Which is impressive, but I believe a futile attempt to prolong this game. This should be a lethal gust. I think it's an 100%. Unless, let's see, yeah, if you put the EMP there, then you're in 100. Yeah, if you put the EMP there and move there, then Gust is 100% lethal, because the Iron Dervish can't spawn over any of the Wind Dervish spots. They can't block you in any way.
I've been used to playing Gust with Saj BBS, so I was really forgetting about it.
Yeah, no, the oh yeah, Rasha's would have been lethal too, but this was a clean lethal at least. There wasn't any chance of them losing. And this one looks fancier than Rasha's. That being said, you gave away that you're playing Gust, so technically incorrect.
Did you play Rasha's yet?
Yeah. They did play Rasha's because they used it to clear the Twilight Fox early on.
Okay.
Alright, so our last game of the day.
I mean, technically Jason has been running the same list each week, so revealing Gust isn't really revealing Gust. But...
It's true. You lied to me. Braga went first in the last game. Come on, Poncho. I trusted you, man. I would have done it either way, but I trusted you. Oh well, at least that means less of a chance of Sandswirl breaking replays.
There's less chance when spectating the vet player.
Oh, is it when spectating the vet player there's less chance?
Well, if...
Yeah, let's be realistic here. There's always a chance. We saw a Ripper break a replay today. Who even knows? Turn 1 Healing Mystic, undefined, broken replay next game.
So, I don't know if Braga can do anything to adapt and try to have a better matchup, because he's sort of lost the matchup twice, right? He just got a pretty juicy lethal on the first game.
Yeah, no, I mean, people have talked about liking liking aggro against Wanderer. I like playing against aggro as Wanderer. I think that the stat boost, the amount of healing and just ping removal that you play, it's just so easy to like keep the board under control, keep yourself alive, and then like aggro decks can't actually deal with Wanderer itself. So I do not ascribe to the philosophy that aggro is the way to beat Wanderer. Aggro Fey is the one exception to this. Aggro Fey can beat Wanderer. Also, I'll win MDL with the pretty nuts start here, forcing them to take a tile.
Punishing the Flameblow Warlock play 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically Wanderers are less healing than the other Wanderers. They only have like Herald, Mystic, Frizzling Mystic, and Amara. Or, well, we saw Emerald Rejuvenated here, actually.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Yeah. But like the other thing is that it's not all just about the also wow, this steal guy stealing every tile and getting some draw and creating a minion that can't be killed. Like that was a very pretty play.
It was nice.
Very good response to the
eye control at each tile.
It's like there are no more tiles. And Moosin, you're saying you like aggro against Wanderer, but the thing is it's like playing Wanderer against random players on ladder is very different than playing Wanderer against people who have been playing Wanderer a long time. And I think that like, you know, those sorts of differences come to light more in these sorts of like higher level matchups where even if the Wanderer player is making some mistakes, you know, like they just play so many good anti-aggro cards because Wanderer's goal is to control the early game to play Wanderer, and then they don't need to worry about the late game because they get buffed on all their stuff. Like, that just really like, anti-aggro is already kind of Wanderer's main game plan, is playing a bunch of cards that beat early game stuff. So, I am not a fan of playing against people who know Wanderer with aggressive decks. Alright, so here I'll win MDL. They could just like Sand Swirl the Lantern Fox. We'll see if the replay breaks. No broken replay. I was gonna say at that point I could probably just exit the replay and come back with flip screens. That was like turn 3 or something.
Yeah. And it's the only Sand Swirl. So at least that's good.
Yeah. And Bryguy can clear this. They can put a guy on the tile and develop a Lantern Fox. And actually they have a pretty nice clear for the Wanderer as well if they want, because they can just run the Heartseeker to the corner. Or play the like Spelljammer in the corner. And juxtaposition it. So if I'll win MBL goes for the Wanderer play here. Or that even better if they go for the Aymara play here.
That does, like, open up the tile, but you're pushing Xerix towards the other side of the board.
Yeah, so. You know, I think that... Okay, so they go for the Scorn Bone Swarm to just control the board. I don't mind this play. This is very clean. You get the additional bodies on board. You give them some Phoenix Fires, but like, you know, your Wanderer is coming up. Your Wanderer is going to be pretty hefty now instead of being mediocre. You know, with the Blistering Scorn, unless they want to like, you know, double Phoenix Fire the Blistering Scorn or take 4 damage when they're at 14. Spammer. I specifically like Fey versus Wanderer. I could see Aggro-Vet doing okay as well, just because Aggro-Vet can deal with Wanderer very easily. But
well,
similarly,
also because Obelisks are hard to remove, so...
Yeah. Well, Aggro Xerix is a shaky term, I think. And actually, I really like this play by Bryguy. You're sacrificing the Spelljammer, but you're pushing damage, you're getting yourself towards Xerix. You know, you're trying to do what you can to win.
Yeah, at 20 health, you definitely need to get toward.
Yeah. So. And if they don't actually play the Wanderer, then you're in an even better position. Maybe not now.
I mean, you can allow yourself to play Wanderer, right?
Yeah, here it looks like Iowan MDL is going for the Aymara, though.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, a Bone Reaper. Okay, that's even better. As that leaves no juxtaposition options. This is probably just about over.
Yeah.
Our guy can't
At 9
play out
HP,
their
there's...
hand. I wonder if you just play the Scroll Bandit. No, because you can't get a 5... You can't get Blood of Air and Blood of Air the Bone Reaper. I was going to say you could like Scroll Bandit, Inner Focus, hit the Blistering Score, and try and hit Blood of Air. Blood of Air the Bone Reaper would put you in an okay spot.
Yeah, they're missing one mana to do
yeah.
So. Yeah, you can't even backstab Xerix.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you can't afford to because, like, you're dead on board.
No, I think you need to kill the Scorn. You're at 9. Getting that 2 damage on Xerix is way less important. But I think here... Spammer is correct that the play that Brad Guy should make is you juxt the Scorn with the Bone Reaper, Phoenix Fire yourself twice, and at least deal the finishing blow yourself.
Oh, they are going for the backstab.
They're going for the backstab on Xerix, but I think it's kind of in... Well, I guess it's not in vain. Okay, this is pretty. Braga, you never fail to impress. You found a way where they do not have immediate lethal.
Yeah, and they've pushed like 8 face, which is not immense, but it's...
I mean, they're only 6 damage off lethal. They have a Twilight, or I keep calling it a Twilight Fox, Lantern Fox in hand.
Lantern Fox.
I mean, I think...
I guess
just going to slam the Aymara healer here, but, valiant effort was made.
Yeah, if it wasn't for a provoker, though. Like...
Whoa, you're not... Again, I will win MDL with the, lack of a decision to go aggressive. What does this stop them from doing? Where, provoking them wouldn't stop them. If they have, an activator, they're just going to activate the Heartseeker and shoot you in the face with it. This just gives Reva another chance to, get out of something.
Well, you can't really walk out, though. There's nowhere to escape.
I guess.
Unless you have a ping for the Scorn.
Yeah, what if it was, Gotatsu on the Scorn, we'll say. And then that gives them another turn. Gotatsu on Scorn, Phoenix Fire, draw Phoenix Fire, because one of those Phoenix Fires I think is from a Lantern Fox, so I don't think they have 3.
Yeah.
That.
I guess
that would be a way to lose this game. Whereas if you just played the Aymara next to them,
well,
wouldn't have been a way
I guess they were playing around just having 2 provokers, perfect provoking.
I guess, but again, if they're gonna activate something, they can just activate a Heartseeker.
Yep.
Alright, Bragai going with the I'm not technically dead line. Which they can do because they weren't, they weren't being pressured enough.
Yep.
And actually, could they have provoked Reva with both of the provokers last turn?
No, Bone Reaper was out of range.
Bone Reaper was out of range? Alright.
Yeah, after the Juxt.
Alright, I mean, again, this is the situation where, it's just too good for I'll win MDL to die. But I still don't agree with giving them this much leeway.
It's interesting they went for the Dancing Blades instead of the Wanderer.
I mean, they're obviously ascribing to I'm going to try and remove their entire board every turn, while also not using 3 of my minions, 2 of which have Provoke, by putting them next to me in a corner.
No, but Wanderer removed board 2 because you get a...
Oh yeah, you just get to attack, yeah. No.
Attack, and that way you can attack with both rather than just one.
Yeah. I mean, heaven forbid we make Iron Dervishes into 3/3s. That would be crazy. Brad Guy's still not giving up. They are not technically dead.
I mean, you don't just give up a set like that. You fight for it.
Actually, they are technically dead. Or no, they aren't. They aren't, because Brad Guy is big brain enough to put the Killing Edge on the Scroll Bandit so the Maw can't kill it. Oh, Brad Guy, you are so valiantly attempting to do the impossible, and MDL is giving you so many stupid small chances. Oh, man. And if they had played the Wanderer last turn, then the Maw would have been able to remove it, because they could have Dancing Blades and then moved the Wanderer over.
Yep.
I would just like to say, though, Braga has been, like, playing exceptionally in terms of, like, finding and eking out every little piece of survival. Like, yeah. I think that most players would have been dead long before this. Also, a bit of a missequence there on IL1MDL's part, where they could have gotten another Iron Dervish if they had done that in the opposite order and played the Rockadoptera first, killed the Heartseeker, and then played the Wanderer. As well as put the Wanderer in a better position. But once again, nothing really matters. This game at this point, I think, is over. I don't know what Braga is going to steal to get them out of this one. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Alright. That's game.
Because if the 3-4 wasn't there, you can steal Blind Scorch.
Yeah. Alright. Alright.
Yeah. A good set. Overall.
Yeah, no, good set, good set. Lots of tiny decisions here. But, you know, speaking then to, like, deck choice, you know, where I really think that Wanderer is favored in that matchup. I mean, like, especially Aggro Songhai has such a difficult time getting through, like, stats.
Yeah.
And,
especially provokers.
Yeah, stats, provokers, value minions that ping off their minions, healing. But yeah, no. So now it is actually time to say goodbye. We got a last match in. So thank you everyone for coming out and watching this week. Now we will almost be on to next week. Onto the midway point of the MDL. Will anyone be able to dethrone our brushy overlords? Yo, Giro! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. And now you get to use the heroic Miltdo 3 rope for when everybody makes misplays due to the rope.
Are we possibly gonna face ones twice now after the end of the mid-season?
I'm hoping that I don't have to. I will see if it gets to the point where it's just too hard. Gallery told me that they're going to make some program to just like auto-generate based on who's phase 2, but then they didn't end up doing that. And now their computer's dead and they're gone. So I have to do it by hand. So I'll see if it's taking me like 2.5 hours to fix every little matchup discrepancy and then still have like 3 outstanding ones when I post the lists.
Alright.
But yes, thank you everyone. We'll be back next week with more MDL. and we'll see where things go from there. And yeah, now I can say thank you, Pancho, for casting that last match with me.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
It's a pleasure.
Of course. All right, well, till next time, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.